When dining in Disney World, is it worth leaving the parks to head into Enchanted Forest? We're heading to Storybook Dining at Artist Point to find out. Over at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, you can dine in Enchanted Forest at Storybook Dining at Artist Point with Snow White. This dining spot is a prefix dining option with appetizers, your choice of an entree, and a dessert trio, plus a special surprise at the end. It's $67 for adults and $41 per child. Now you're probably wondering, why is it so pricey? Well, you might see some familiar faces in there. I got the text that my table is ready, and I'm so excited! Okay, so I just got sat, and it is absolutely stunning in here. I can imagine that at nighttime it's even more so, because there's these beautiful lanterns and lights off on the trees. It still looks really good at this time of day, but at night, I bet it's extra special. Now, I am dining with an allergy. I had a peanut allergy. I put that in my reservation, and when I checked in, they cleared that up with me, and I've got an allergy-friendly menu that lets me know exactly what dishes are safe for me to eat. I very much appreciate that, and it's one of the reasons why I feel so safe dining at Disney World. I recommend it if you yourself also have an allergy, so that you feel safe as well. I got my drink. This time I did not get a Shirley Temple. I did get a Roy Rogers. I've learned that a Roy Rogers is Coke with grenadine instead of Sprite with grenadine, and that's pretty fun. So far, I really love the vibes, and I was also given this really cute souvenir card that I can take featuring the Evil Queen and Snow White herself. And in the back are little autographs of Dopey and Grumpy, which we will get to meet later, Snow White, and the Evil Queen, and I can't wait to meet them. Now, Snow White, Dopey, and Grumpy do come to our table, but we will be standing up once we receive an invitation to go meet the Evil Queen and take a super cool photo with her. It's going to be right here. It looks like a storybook opened up with the magic mirror right there. Ooh. The appetizers have arrived, and they are displayed right here in this beautiful tree, and it is miniature versions of each of the appetizers on the menu. So here we have the smoky mushroom bisque with chive oil, the Hunter's Harvest, which is a turkey and chicken meatball with cranberry preserve and crispy sauerkraut, and the Wicked Shrimp Cocktail, which is with Bloody Mary vinaigrette, seaweed salad, Spice House mayonnaise seasoning, and it all looks so yummy, but also so adorable because they're so small. And I really love the tree presentation. Now, once again, the appetizers, the way it works is you get everything on the menu, just miniature versions. When it comes to the entree though, you do select one entree from the menu. And dessert is going to be quite similar to the appetizers, where you get one of each dessert, and it will be displayed on the tree as well.
Join in your adventure. Please give a big welcome to Grumpy and Dumpy.
Yay! Ah! Grumpy and Dopey have just arrived, and it was beautiful because the lights on the trees all lit up. Hi-ho played. It was so exciting, and I'm excited to meet them. But first things first, let's work on those appetizers, shall we? Hi, Dopey. How are you? Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm dressed like Snow White. She is so incredible. I had to emulate her today. Yes. Are you having a good day? Yes. You know, you always make me smile. You have the sweetest smile. Yes, you. You're Dopey, not bashful, silly. Hi, Grumpy. How are you? Yes, I am. I'm inspired by Snow White. Oh, thank you. No, you are royalty to me, buddy. Truly, you are the moment. I'm so serious. And here it is. So for my entree, I decided on the Royal Prime Rib Roast. This comes with horseradish mashed potatoes and carrots. And I'm not sure who this is. I don't see it listed on the menu. I'm a little confused, but also very excited, and I'm going to ask my server because I would love to know what that is. All right, so this is a honey butter popover. To me, it looked like a big chicharron, like a pork rind. I thought it was like a big pork rind, but no, it's a honey butter popover, which is so fun. But there we go. It's a big cut of meat. I just cooked it medium well, and it looks very juicy, so I'm excited to try it. There she is! is the fairest of them all. White, how are you?
Lovely, don't you look beautiful?
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Pretty dress.
Thank you. I love yours. I actually tried to stay similar to your style because you're my style inspo today.
My dear, are all your wishes coming true?
Yes, truly. Being here is a big dream come true. So thank you for that.
Absolutely. How would you like to share a smile together?
I would love to. Thank you.
We will practice with you.
Pardon me, I realized that when she first stepped in, the nerds truly did get to me and I cut off her head in the frame, but then we got it together and that's what matters. Hello again, my friend. Would you mind if I take pictures of you? Because we need this outfit everywhere, truly, yes. You should come out with your own line. Let's see some fabulous. Thank you so much, my friend. You are the best. So we had Grumpy, Dopey, and Snow White come to our table. Now we are just waiting for the evil queen herself to come out and invite us to meet her. She's the only character during your dining experience that doesn't approach you at your table. Now we are just awaiting the desserts, which will be brought out soon. And our desserts have arrived. Here we have the Miner's Treasure, and this is a cookies and cream panna cotta with chocolate gems, Lacofa, the little chocolate rocks. And then we have the Fairy Tale Gooseberry Tart, and this is meringue with gooseberry. And then the Poison Apple with dark chocolate apple mousse and sour center. And the only reason I'm going to eat this is because there are quotation marks on poison, so I'm guessing that it's not poison, even though the evil queen brought it out. And she doesn't bring the best of apples to people, but I'm gonna trust this establishment. And right on time, the evil queen has arrived. She came in like the legend herself, and she is over there. And once she invites us over, we can go take a photograph of her.
We give you chocolate enchanted.
Oh my goodness. It's so enchanted, it doesn't want to leave its box. Thank you so much. That was very cool, just like the movie when the evil queen wants the huntsman to bring Snow White's heart in the box. We get a heart too, but it's a chocolate heart, so it's much better. I like that the queen has shifted gears instead of real human hearts to chocolate hearts. Hello again, my friend. Hi. How are you feeling now that the evil queen has showed up? I get that. Grumpy. Oh, but you're strong. Yes, you are strong. You are powerful. Thank you so much, Grumpy. You're the best. Thank you. All right, so we have received our invitation from the evil queen herself. Now it is time to meet her. She is not having it. Yay! Hello. You look fabulous.
I'm green tired.
I think maybe I should change my outfit to something to look more like yours.
At least you're aware.
Yeah. That is key, absolutely. Could we take a photo together? Thank you. Okay, now let's talk about storybook dining at Artist Point. When it comes to the atmosphere, I have to say it is so enchanting in there. Perfect, because the theme is an enchanted forest. There are these twinkly lights that light up when the characters come out on the trees, and the lanterns look very magical. And I really love that centerpiece at the table where they place your appetizers and your desserts. It looks like a tree, and it really adds to the theming. I think it gets an A+ on theming alone. It also wasn't too noisy, and I feel like that was cool to see, because at some table service character restaurants, that's quite the opposite. Of course, the restaurant is tremendously family friendly. In fact, if you have little kiddos with you, they can get a coloring page themed after the movie, and they can color while they wait for their dinner, which is great because sometimes kiddos just don't have the patience, and I get that. So for appetizers, you do get one of each of the appetizers on the menu. I did overhear that a table near me had some dietary restrictions. Someone was vegetarian, so what they got instead was just a soup, and also I saw that they gave them a little salad. So definitely seems like they can customize your appetizer experience depending on your dietary needs, and same goes for the desserts as well. You get one of each. The entree is the only thing that you choose and that you get one of. I got the prime rib roast. Now I did decide to get that because I am also reporting for our website, and that is one of the menu items that we haven't tried yet. Let's start with the appetizers. So when it comes to the appetizers, you get one of each on the menu. You get the mushroom bisque, the shrimp cocktail, and the meatball. Now with the mushroom bisque, that was absolutely delicious. The bisque was nice and creamy, and it had that really strong mushroom taste that to me made me very happy because I'm a big mushroom lover. However, if you are not a fan of mushrooms, you're not going to enjoy this bisque because it is just purely mushroom, nothing else on there. When it comes to the meatball, it was very delicious too. I really enjoyed the pairing of the savory meatball with the sweetness of the cranberry preserve, and then we had that tangy sauerkraut. It was very, very fun and tasty. And then the shrimp cocktail was really good. It was just one little shrimp in like a cocktail-esque sauce, and even though it looks kind of sad, it was really good. I enjoyed it. Just tastes like a typical shrimp cocktail, nothing special about it. But overall, the appetizers were really nice, just enough to feel right, but light enough to not feel like it was too heavy and I can't eat my entree. Now for the entree, that is the one thing that you select yourself and that you get one normal portion of. I got the prime rib roast. I'm just not a fan of prime rib because it's a very fatty meat. The meat was very chewy and it's not my favorite. However, I feel like if you're a fan of prime rib, you'd enjoy that because that looks exactly what a prime rib should look like. It was cooked really well, medium well, perfectly. And it also had a really nice sauce on it that gave it a nice flavoring. I feel like I can say was not great was the horseradish mashed potatoes. I thought it was interesting that it was horseradish, never tried that before. However, the mashed potatoes were too wet and had a slimy consistency that I just did not enjoy, and I think that the horseradish added this really weird sourness to it that, one, I'm not accustomed to, but also I don't think I'd want to be accustomed to. I don't think it added anything really nice to the mashed potatoes, and again, the texture of the potatoes were too off for me. The honey butter popover, I also did not like. It wasn't flaky or toasty. It was like really soft. So overall, I have to be honest, I did not enjoy the main entree. The desserts, however, more than made up for it. I loved the presentation alone was so stunning with that little poison apple, so cute and perfect for Snow White, and the gooseberry tart also looked lovely, and the little cookies and cream panna cotta with the little dopey hat. It was so cute, but not only that, they all tasted amazing. That gooseberry tart tasted like a warm key lime pie, and I was surprised by the souriness of it. The meringue was so perfect. It was like toasted, so it like crumbled in my mouth but then melted, and it was perfectly sweet. And the pastry was just perfectly crispy and yummy, and it was a really, really, really good crust. It had exactly what I would want it to have, and I love that it was warm. I was taken aback by how warm and fresh it tasted, which is great. And then we had the cookies and cream panna cotta. It was really good. It had like a cheesecake consistency where it's like very creamy, and it was a light taste of cream cheese, but it was just perfect. And then eating it with the little chocolate rocks gave it that really nice crunchy texture, and that was very fun. And the poison apple was possibly my favorite because the dark chocolate was so rich and delicious, and it paired so well with the apple mousse. Ooh. And then there were crunchy pearls in there. And crunchy pearls on anything makes me happy because I love, again, a very soft and moussey texture with the crunchiness of the pearls. Perfection. The desserts were 10 out of 10. All of them were so good. The appetizers and desserts were the true stars for me. The entree was a major disappointment, but I have to say it's more of what I picked. There were other things on the menu that looked really good. The fish of the day was salmon, and it came with risotto, and that sounded really good. They also had a pork shank that many people rave about. So I feel like that was just me choosing something that I wasn't probably gonna like, even if it was incredible. I forgot to state what kids have for appetizers. So for kids dining, their appetizers are different than the adult appetizers. It consists of honey butter with fruit, vegetable, and cheese. Another thing I very much enjoyed about this dining experience were the character interactions. Honestly, and I mean this truly, it's one of my favorite character experiences ever. My anxiety with character dining restaurants is that I find myself eating and immediately a character is coming my way and I have food in my mouth. And just when I finish with them, another one comes up and then another one. And I never find myself being able to balance eating and interacting with the character. So I either miss something or I look like a complete fool. In this case, I didn't encounter that at all. I can tell when a character was coming my way and they were spaced out pretty well. I also didn't feel rushed for the most part. I felt like I could have a really good moment with them and that made me so happy. I could just focus on enjoying them, feeling like, oh my goodness, they need to go to another table. So I really liked the fact that they cut down on how many characters you see, but there's also more time to see them and it just felt right. There was a perfect balance that I truly appreciate. But the price point is comparably cheaper than Be Our Guest, and it's also a better experience. At AllEars, I'd say it's the same thing, but I think it's a better experience. The food is better, and the vibes I enjoyed more, as well as the fact that the character interactions didn't feel as overwhelming. Now at AllEars, you're going to meet different princesses, so it really helps if someone in your group loves a specific princess. Here it's only Snow White, Dopey, and Grumpy. Honestly, I know it sounds silly because I did not like my entree, but that's how much I really enjoyed the vibes of Storybook Dining. I'd say it's possibly right now my favorite character dining experience, but I really enjoyed it. I had a great time. As a Snow White fan, I was living my best life in there. The characters were great. I enjoyed the appetizers and the desserts, and I loved it so much that I do truly want to come back and just try another entree, and I'm sure I'd enjoy it. But the vibes in general were great, and I think for the price point, I was more than satisfied. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and go leave this secret code in the comments so that we know that you made it all the way. Thank you guys so much for watching and we'll see you soon. Bye! Hello my friends. First of all, I want to say thank you so much to everyone for welcoming me into their homes, for your endless kindness, and to anyone who has come up to me in person. Just know that those interactions are going to stick with me my whole life, because one of the most beautiful things about this journey is getting to connect with people over our same joys and passions. I have been so honored to be a part of this team. There are lots of wonderful people, not only on screen, but also off. And to you all, thank you. I have made the difficult decision to step away, and it's been tough. However, as a wise bear in a crop top once said, how lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. I'm hoping that maybe this is not a solid goodbye, but we'll see each other someday in the future. But for now, I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the most magical day, every day of your life. Goodbye.